Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Old Content Show. Guys are doing well, guys are having a wonderful day. I became this video on the 10th of September 2024 is a subject I recently understood. Something I didn't know about before, something I never heard before, something that's present in the present culture a lot, and is the canon event, which is the belief that something needed to happen for you to survive, the belief that something needed to happen to you for you to continue living the way you are. There's something in this. It's such a beautiful thing because it has to do with destiny. It has to do with fate. It has to do that everything is predestined. Everything that is everything that is hurtful to you was supposed to happen. You're supposed to suffer. You're supposed to go through shit to become better. And the fact that you're supposed to do that is a kind of event. To me, it's so interesting because it's one thing, but at the same time, it's a dangerous concept because what is a canon event and what isn't? Are you willing to suffer because it might be canon event, or are you willing to suffer because you think that you need it, or like, no, I'm not gonna suffer. It might not be canon event. I don't need to suffer, right? And you look at your past, you look at your present, and there's a bunch of canon events. When you look at those moments in your life that made you the person that you are today, those were canon events. You didn't know what they were. Well, the simple fact that we're talking about present and future, and I've been watching a lot of time traveling, and I don't believe in it, of course, because it's stupid, but I've been watching a lot of that, right? And the quantum theorem and the multiverse and a timeline, or the butterfly effect, or the Murphy law, right? And it all has to do with canon event, right? And the fact that this is part of a present where you see your friends suffering. You see your friends suffering, and like there's part where I hope I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure I'm not. There's part where you saw a person suffer, and you're like, yeah, this is an event. I've been telling you guys about a friend of mine. She goes into a relationship because she needs to be loved. She can't stand alone. She goes into a relationship with those guys. She gives up everything she has, which is sex, and they go into a relationship really fast, and it doesn't work. And every time that she get hurt, I'm like, okay, well, maybe she's gonna learn. Or these repeated current events or canon events. And the best part about it is, I don't know, just the fact that something happens that needed to happen, and it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, because it's an excuse to pain. It's an excuse to what's going on. It's an excuse to everything that happens, and understanding that something, if you have the mentality of woe is me, everything happened and I'm the victim, you're not going to move forward in life. If you have a mentality of this is a canon event and I'm going to move forward and I'm going to be serving this as an example of future events that are going to happen. For example, I got my heart broken, right? She gave me the reason why, if I choose to move on and I choose to change myself, perhaps the next girl is gonna be like, oh, this guy's a really nice guy, right? Or if you don't listen to her, or if you don't listen to the advice, you're in a position once again of, fuck, I'm in a position where I don't know what to do. I have no clue on what to do. I don't know if this is a good thing or this is a bad thing. And in reality, you understand that there's suffering. It's a question of, do I need to suffer? We've been big on adversity lately, big on this person is against me, I have to improve. So the fact that we now have an expression to justify it all is kind of cool. Now, knowing that, am I going to be using it as an excuse? Am I going to be using it as, oh well, I was supposed to happen, I was supposed to be hurt? That's my fear, right? Part of denial is that something happened because it was supposed to happen. Part of denial was that was going to happen eventually. If a girl breaks up with you, and again, I'm going to talk about girls, but if a girl break up with you, right? It's a part of an experience, because like you cannot say like she was supposed to leave. There was like an event. You're supposed to ask yourself, why did she leave? Why am I talking about girl? Is because 2 weeks ago, right? I met this wonderful. I want to say 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I met this wonderful, wonderful girl, and she's fucking awesome. And today, she's back on TikTok. She's back. She kind of ghosted. She kind of ghosted not only me, but she deleted her account. I was like, what did I do wrong? Then I told a friend, can you check your first account is still on? And it wasn't. which is not soccer behavior. Stop it. But you see, she completely left. Kind of event is, well, this was not meant to happen. This not was not meant to be. Now she's back. So what do? I try again, or it wasn't supposed to happen? And there's no answer. You know. And part of Murphy law also apply here. Murphy law, which is if something can happen that will make this thing go badly. For example, you have to take two buses to go to work. Right. You have to take two buses, and those two buses, there's a chance that you're to be late. Well, the Murphy law says, well, since there's something that can happen bad, it's gonna happen. Will it happen every time? Will you be late every time? No. But there's gonna be time where you're gonna be late, and that's the Murphy law. There's no equilibrium. There's no perfect society. There's no how can I say that? Not no justice, but something akin to no justice. It's more so about the fact that you're actively fighting for something. You're actively fighting for a better future, for a better, and that's the canon event. Understanding, and I'm repeating myself, but the simple possibility behind the concept of the canon event, the possibility between this happened for a reason or just was meant to happen, is perfect. Because this happened for a reason, you're not necessarily going to understand the reason. The reason doesn't have necessarily be positive. It can be a negative reason, right? It was supposed to not work because that's a Murphy law, or it happened because it taught you a lesson, and that lesson was like, well, why did she break up with me? That is pretty much it. Love you guys. Take it easy. It's a confusing subject, but it's a brand new expression, and I'm just in love with it. There's possibly gonna be a part 2, since it's a subject that I'm really interested in, but we'll see. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.